If you are someone facing burnout in your work, if you're somebody who finds it difficult to get in the morning and go to work, not motivated enough, you have showing the classic signs of a breakdown, then please watch this video till the end. We are going to be discussing strategies on how to cope with this. You could most probably be somebody in the mid-manager in your journey of corporate world. Even young people in your 20s who just getting into the corporate world, listen to this so that you don't get into a burnout anytime in your career. Burnouts are far more common than you think in the professional world. What we're going to talk about today is to learn from another highly specialized area where people seem to excel in breaking records, and that's in the realm of sports, athletics. Players there are champions who break records, but very few get into burnouts. What are they doing that we can learn and bring it into leadership? This concept is loosely called as being a corporate athlete. Okay, so let's start and look at some of the strategies. The first one, and this I've spoken of many times, is physical health. Okay, the classic caricature of a successful leader is no more the pot-bellied coat guy. No, it's an extremely fit guy, a dynamic guy or a woman. Key things that you must take care of yourself, though your job doesn't include physical extremes. You must still pay huge attention to your physical fitness, and physical fitness would include your exercise regime and your diet regime. There is no excuse for not being physically fit, and this has a huge impact on your being a corporate athlete. You look at the athletes, okay, they all pay huge attention to how their physical fitness is. Mental resilience. Mental resilience is all about being mental toughness. Okay, sometimes you wonder when you watch some of these champions. Say, look at archery, for example. Okay, and there are very close matches, and you have to hit the bullseye, and then there's the last, the last shot, or you are taking, and this has to hit the bullseye, and then you become a champion or you don't. How do they keep their hands still? What are they telling in their mind? Are there thoughts of failure, or are there thoughts of victory? How are they staying focused, or are there no thoughts? Is he just looking at the bullseye? That's mental resilience. How can we bring that? Can we learn about mindfulness, about stress management, about time management techniques? Can we build that in to build mental resilience? Can we bring in meditation as part of a regime to build mental calmness? Let's move to the next one, which is on emotional intelligence. Emotional stability is a huge one in today's world. How often have you seen somebody break down and lose his temper in a meeting, in a tense situation? Today's corporate world is full of high pressures and timelines you have to meet. How do you keep your balance? Emotional intelligence becomes very important, and having positive relationship with your colleagues, and of course handling workplace pressures. Energy management, another huge area for us to learn from the sports field. How do they manage their energy? How do they get through the day? If it's a marathon, for example, watch the runner. How does he pace his running throughout the long distance running that he has to do? How does he make sure his energy consumption lasts throughout that run? How do you see some of the players say in cricket, for example, you see some batsmen hitting triple century, batting over 2 days, 2.5 days. How are they pacing their energy, their innings? Where there is a burst of quick activity, and then there is a complete slowdown where they're conserving their energy, especially at the end of the day, as they prepare to go without getting out and take a rest in the night. Sports is a game, among other things, also about how they manage their energy. We must, as corporate guys, learn how to manage our energy during the entire work day. How do we pace ourselves? What kind of breaks and how often do we take? What else do we do to just relax ourselves? Look at it as a holistic approach rather than just one-dimensional approach. We must, like athletes do, build work and breaks and vacations as part of the entire well-being schedule. The leadership wellness. Look at this whole work pressure, stress that you manage, and make sure that your work is a mix of intense work and there are breaks and there could be vacations, and look at this holistically. The other thing we must keep learning from sports, and they are amazing, is on continuous learning. Okay, how do they keep getting better and better and better? They break records, their own records. How do they get better? What do they do in the off season? How do they tweak their techniques so that they can get a better throw or a better shot, or learn a new mystery ball in cricket, for example? What do we learn? As leaders, are we continuously looking at new learnings? Let's be honest. In the first half of this year, what is the new skill that you have learnt? If no, please consciously try to learn something in the second half of the year at least. Athletes like to set goals for themselves. Okay, if it's a short distance runner, he will create a goal of how much time he will shave off in running the 100 meters race, for example. Or even the marathon runners, they will, in how much lesser time will he complete that marathon. And they set this goal and start practicing, start making changes in their diet and physical fitness to meet this goal. What goal setting do we do? We of course have KPIs coming from our leaders, from our managers, but what is our own goal setting? Please set a goal which is a little tougher than the KPIs that you have been given. Okay, and make this goal SMART. You know what SMART is? Simple, measurable, achievable, relevant, target. SMART goals. Set SMART goals for yourself. Other thing you will notice is athletes give time for recovery. Okay, so there's intense action and then there is time for recovery. Take for example, if you are a bodybuilder, okay, you picked up a bicep and you're doing your bicep curls. Now, if you continuously do it for the whole day, after you keep the dumbbell down and you walk, I don't think you can, this hand will pain so much that you can't even pick a bottle of water. Okay, it will be difficult for that. What do these guys do? If they train for 1 hour, 1.5 hours, after that they give it a rest. They feed it with proteins, for example, but then rest. As corporate athletes, Make sure you give yourself time for recovery. Your life also is under heavy stress all the time. How do you give recovery time for your personal care, your hobby time? Please build recovery as part of your schedule. Finally, you'll find every champion athlete, whoever it is, has a coach who's worked through his career and helped him get better and better and keep all the earlier points that we talked in mind. As a corporate athlete, who's your coach? Why don't you have a coach? Time to think about all these things. In today's world, it's very easy to get burnt out. Be a corporate athlete and stay highly energetic and focused and performing all the time. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification button. Till next time, stay unstoppable.